DeepFake of George Lucas destroys Star Wars at Skywalker. People always say, oh, deepfakes are so dangerous. Well, it does great things as well. Okay? There is a deepfake of George Lucas that destroys Rise of Skywalker. Clever and hilarious videos. Oh, and also, the thing in the Lion King remake, that one that was, when I look up the Lion King remake, the comparison thing, that was also being used with deepfakes. The Lion King thing where they made them look like the cartoon. The deepfake of George Lucas is not a fan of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer, like the rest of the planet, besides the media and woke people. The latest trailer was released earlier this week, and Star Wars fans have been taking each frame apart. Everything that we've seen as well Easter egg. Lucasfilm has done a pretty good job of keeping everything under wraps since the movie was first peeled with the aliens on his helm. Here's a video here where George Lucas basically just rips Star Wars apart. The only thing George Lucas likes is that ironic Lucasfilm back in his name, bro. The big George Star Wars kids not happy that it had nothing to do with anything to do with this movie. He and his trilogy as he goes past and everything from Space Forces to Rose Tico and everything in between is clearly provided impressive George Lucas as well versed in past years. Deepfake George Lucas is more outspoken than real George Lucas, the real version that had problems with Tico trilogy because of course his actual things stories were rejected. It was basically a rip-off of New Hope. He also complained there was a lack of new characters and technological advances. There was a power complaints, especially from the guy who made the Star Wars series. But this is also the same guy who introduces the Jar Jar Binks. It's a pretty crossbow dialogue over the years. Oh yeah, because they have to attack George Lucas over Jar Jar Binks. Okay, then what? Then Ryan Johnson. He introduced us to Rose Tico, Holdo. He introduced us to those characters, and nobody likes those characters. Okay, they even hated more than Jar Jar Binks, Holdo, and Rose Tico. If there was a poll of the worst Star Wars characters, Jar Jar Binks was only at number 2. It's actually not a poll. It was a votable list of the worst Star Wars characters, and within months after Last Jedi, Rose Tico went to number 1. Okay, the real George Lucas complains about the sequel trilogy scene and that's how glad Disney that console him. He had plans for his own trilogy, but of course they were scrapped because it wasn't Disney fied. Okay, it wasn't woke enough for them, so of course they scrapped it because that's how Disney is. But that being said, Lucas was paid for $1 billion. Was better than he was some moves at the time. They did Aaron not meet with Lucas before he started Rise of Skywalker, so he had more influence on this one than the first two. He also stopped by a set of Solo and held Howard on the scene, while Iger and George Lucas felt upset and betrayed by Disney's decision to stitch his ideas and bring the Star Wars franchise in a new direction that nobody likes. Okay? Lucas wanted to tell the story of the realist who had the Force and controlled the universe, who he believes a lot of fans have hated, just like they did the Phantom Menace and everything. But at least the whole story from beginning to end would be told. We never knew what Lucas's vision was truly was, since the ideas were scrapped very early on. But we do know that deepfake George Lucas doesn't like it. Okay, they actually have the video here. They actually have the video in here. This is just so funny. Okay, George Lucas is hosting the new trilogy. It's funny how they're comparing. They're saying, "Oh, but he bought Jar Jar Binks." Okay. Well, they're always gonna say, oh, people still think Jar Jar Binks is the worst Star Wars character, okay? When we look at comment sections and, those Star Wars characters poll, people put Rose Tico over Jar Jar Binks because, Rose Tico is such a terrible character, okay? She's such a pointless character. See, at least, Jar Jar Binks at least one thing more than, Rose Tico, okay? Jar Jar Binks was responsible for bringing Palpatine to power, okay? What did Rose Tico do? Free a few horses, and she saved Finn from being dead and talked about love and stuff, okay? And, that's all she did, okay? And Finn was actually pissed at, Rose Tico because, she's an idiot, and Finn was trying to actually sacrifice himself so everybody else could win. But you know, Rose Tico, he had to ruin it, okay? And what made Finn an actual character, people will like it because, oh, Finn is such a heroic character. He sacrificed himself to save everybody else. But you know, that's Ryan Johnson's terrible writing, okay? Ryan Johnson's terrible writing now, okay? You made this character in the beginning, in the first movie, this stormtrooper that breaks free from the evilness of being a stormtrooper, and he rebels against the stormtroopers and of course the First Order, and he becomes a bad likable character, okay? And yeah, and of course Rosico ruined the, you know, Rosico ruined is just a terrible character, okay? And you know, that's basically it, you know. Still introduces Jar Jar Binks into some great credible dialogue over the year. You know, that credible dialogue, the part about all the memes of the prequels, okay? Because leave out memes alone, okay? It's memes, okay? People love the memes, okay? Like the sand meme, okay? The sand meme is a meme, okay? People like it, okay? It's a meme. And this is basically about George Lucas wrote the stories of Rise of Skywalker in Hilarious video. This is the video here. George Lucas reacts to Star Wars. It's by Collider Videos. And that's basically it. Goodbye.